Welcome to breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooking. Today I'm going to be doing spaghetti and meatballs. Before I do that though, I have to show you my new wall. I am so excited about my new wall. My friend Marianne helped me put it up. It's wallpaper from Wayfair. And I was just so excited I had to show you. Back to my video. So I'm going to start with my meatballs and let me turn the light on now. I don't like to have the light on when I'm talking because it puts the circles on my eyes. And it looks really weird. But anyway, I'm going to start out. I've got this organic meat and grass-fed meat. And I am going to, I get this from Kroger. I don't know if you guys have Kroger, but it's a pretty good deal. It's, well, for nowadays prices. They have, it's organic, 1 pound of organic meat, and it's, like 3 for $25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up this onion. As fine as I can get it. And I am going to put that in my meatballs. I've got my oven preheated to 400. I was going to make this for myself without doing a video, and I thought, what the heck. Someone might be interested. And then what I do is I'm going to be adding a little bit of oatmeal. You can use crackers or breadcrumbs or whatever you have. It's just a little bit to keep it together in a meatball. And I am going to be baking these meatballs today. I'm not going to be frying them. To me, it's just easier baking them. They stay whole longer. And then I'm going to add 1 egg. Well, that was a fertilized one. I guess it won't hurt me. And some ketchup. Probably, I don't know, 1/4 cup of ketchup. And I'm going to use, probably, these are, I like to buy the organic, probably, I don't know, 1/2 cup of the organic oats. And some pepper. Probably 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Some garlic powder. Probably 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm going to put some onion powder in too. What the heck. Oh, and you know what? I want to put oregano. I'll be right back. Get this Italian seasoning. That'll be good. Oh, it's brand new. Sorry about that. Oh, Sal. So I'm going to use probably a teaspoon of that. So I'm going to mix that all up. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use my hands. Get that meat in there. I moved into this place and I used to have some medium-sized bowls. And I don't know what the heck I did with them. So I'm going to have to get some medium-sized bowls. And just mix everything in. Squish it all up. I'm going to be making this pasta. It's not going to be real saucy. It's going to be more like a veggie pasta that I learned from my friend Luigi. Now it's coming together. There we go. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I just was in the mood for meatballs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just roll these out like about that size, and when I get them all done, I'll get back to you. Hey, that made about 14 meatballs. So I'm gonna put this into a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And I'll take you to the other side here to show you how to do this. Okay, I'm gonna start out with some olive oil in my pan. Probably, I don't know, around a couple tablespoons. I'm gonna start getting that warmed up. And I'm gonna use quite a bit of onion. I like onion in it. This is kind of like a stir-fry sauce more than a saucy sauce. And it's just a fresher flavor to me. I don't know. I'm gonna get that heating up. And you want this a little bit fine, but it doesn't have to be crazy fine. And since this is such a big onion, I think that's gonna do it. I'll save the other half for later. That was a nice fresh onion. It didn't slip away from me. And now what I've got is I've got these. I'm actually going to put a pepper in it just for a little bit of different flavor. I had this pepper and I need to use it up, so I'm going to put that in there. Get rid of the seeds. That in. Everybody says, oh, you should have everything pre-cut up, but I don't know, when I watch videos, I like to watch people cut stuff and how they do it, so. Okay, I'm gonna let that get going a little bit, saute it, and then I'm going to start cutting up my tomatoes. Okay, and I've got my water heating up over here. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt to it, because you want your pasta to have flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And once this gets going in the pot, I'll get back to you. Okay, into my onion, I'm going to add probably 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. You can always add more. I don't have fresh garlic, so I'm just going to add some garlic powder, probably half a teaspoon. And some pepper. Love pepper. And I'm going to use my Italian seasoning, probably another teaspoon of that. And get that stirred in. You want to kind of saute those until they're kind of clear. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on my tomatoes here. I had these tomatoes that I need to use up, and I'm just going to keep the peels on them. They'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about the little spot where the vine held onto it, because you know what? I watch all these other cultures and they're just not so fussy as we are, you know? So when I get all these cut up, I'll get back. Okay, I'm going to throw my tomatoes in. Stir that all up. So I'm going to let those cook down a little bit. And I'm going to start my pasta. It's rolling boil over here. I'm only going to use about a half a pat because it's just me. And I can always cook up more if I need to. So I put salt, oil, and water in here. And I like to break it in half. And whenever you're doing pasta, you want to make sure that you stir it, because it can all go into a clump, and that's not what you want. When you first put it in, make sure you stir it up pretty good, and you want to stir it occasionally too. And I do my pasta, this is kind of fine. I'm probably going to do it for 13 minutes. I don't really care for the al dente, so I'll be getting back to you. Okay, everything's pretty much done. I'm getting the meatballs out of the oven. You always want to fan them. Look at those yummy, yummy meatballs. I'm going to set those over here. And then I'm going to take, what you do is this is all cooking really good. It's all cooked down, as you can tell. And what you want to do is you take your pasta, put the pan real close, you put your pasta right in it with the water. That's the trick. And a little bit of water it adds to the sauce. I should have bigger tongs, but I don't know where in the heck they are. One of these days I'll get organized. But see how the water helps it to be more like a sauce. So let me show you what we got here. It's just like a fresh, and it's not such a heavy pasta this way. It's just a nice light pasta. Look at that. You can see it here. All my burners off. Okay, I'm going to dish this up. Like so. I'm going to put a couple meatballs. And then what I like to do is I like to add just a little bit of cottage cheese to it on the side. It's just nice eating it with that. And you also want to put some Parmesan cheese on it. I like a lot. So there you have it. Just a nice, quick, easy pasta dish. And if you want to use up tomatoes out of your garden, that's the way to do it. Let me turn that light off. And thank you so much for watching my little spaghetti and meatball video. Easy peasy. Pumpkin cheesy. No. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. Nothing. Love the Lord with all your heart. Until we meet again. Bye now.